Today I'm going to be drawing a robot out of simple and basic shapes. I hope that you can draw along with me and create your own fun and fancy robot. I'm going to start up near the top of my paper with a half circle. So it's just a curved line, almost like a rainbow line going up and coming right back down, just like that. And then I'm going to close it up, just like that. That's going to be the head of my robot. I'm going to add on a little antenna at the top with two slightly curved lines. They're not very long. And then I'm going to put a circle right on top using another shape there. So this is all shapes and lines. Next, I'm going to make a little neck for my robot. So I'm going to go in the middle here, make two lines that go down. They're both going to curve just a little bit. Then I'm going to close them up. And I'm going to draw one more line that almost looks like a circle going around it. I'm going to start here, curve out, come across, and then curve back in. Almost looks like a little circle there at the bottom of the neck. Next, I'm going to make a square for the body. So I'm going to come out to the side from the neck and out to the other side as well. Two lines out there to make my square. I'll make two lines down, just like that, one on each side, and then I'll close them up, making a nice square body for my robot. Next, I'm going to add on the bottom. I'm going to make two straight lines down, almost like a rectangle. One there and one here. They're not all the way over at the edge, they're kind of more in the middle. My robot's going to have wheels. I'm going to make a triangle down here to connect to my wheels. So I'll come down and go up and stop. And I'll do the same thing, or I'll go down from here and go down right there. Now I have two lines in my triangle. I need to close it up. I'll just simply go right across, closing it up. Now I said I was going to put some wheels on, and this is probably our trickiest shape. I'm going to draw a curved line a little bit, it's kind of beside my triangle, a little bit out. So a curved line like this, very simple curved line. And then I'm going to close it up so it touches that triangle. I'm going to come right at the top and curve it the other way until it touches the triangle. I'll do the same thing at the bottom. Curve it up until it touches the triangle. So it almost looks like an oval right there beside the triangle. Then I'll make a line parallel to my first curved line, just like that, and close it up. One at the top, one at the bottom. I'm going to come over to the other side and do the same thing. I'm going to curve the other way though, towards the edge of the paper. So I'm going to curve my line close to my triangle but not touching it. And then I'm going to come back in towards the triangle a little bit until I touch it, just like that. And then I'll do the same thing from the bottom, curve back up and in towards the triangle until I touch it, just like that. And lastly, I need to make this parallel line right over here, curving it out towards the edge of the page. And then I'll stop when it's the same length and I'll close it up, one at the top, one at the bottom to close it up. So now my little robot has wheels. I'm also going to draw some little circles right here by the triangle so it looks like they're kind of connected a little more. I'm going to start right at my triangle and I'm going to draw a circle until I get back and touch my triangle, and then I'm going to stop. So it's just a little circle on both sides until I touch my triangle and then I stop. So it kind of looks like the triangle's going inside those. Now I need some arms on my robot. I'm going to be using my semicircles again, my half circles. I'm going to come up to my square, and these are going to be their joints where they connect. So I'm going to do a semicircle out to the side like that, and I'll do one on the other side too. Semicircle out to the side. And if your robot looks a little different, that's great. You can totally add some of your own. Now for my arms, I'm going to kind of curve this one up so he's waving. So I'm going to do just a long line that curves. It's going to go out and then curve up. And then I want to make another line parallel to that. That means it doesn't cross it, but goes the same way. So I'm going to run it, curve it up just like that. So now I have a little line, and then I'm going to do another semicircle, and it's going to look like a U, a nice big U to close this up, just like that. And I'm going to put a smaller U inside of that. Just a little smaller right there inside. And then I'm going to close those two together with a little line on each. So now he has a hand. I need an arm on the other side. So I'm going to take my line, and this arm's going to be just hanging down to the side. So I'm going to take it out and curve it down. And then I'll make a parallel one, just like we talked about. It doesn't cross it, but goes kind of beside it there, going the same direction, out and down. And then I need to use my semicircle again. This one will look like a rainbow line though, because it's facing the other way. Curving up and stopping so I don't make a whole circle. And I'll put a smaller rainbow line inside of that, just like that. And then I can close them up. And now he has two hands. Now I want to add on some little details. Faces, maybe some lines in the arms and the wheels to make it look like he can bend. I'm going to start with the face of my robot. And remember, yours can look totally different. I'm going to use 2 circles for my eyes. If your robot only wants 1 eye, or if he wants 3 eyes, that's totally fine. You can use whatever shape. You could use a triangle, squares, whatever shape for your eyes. I'm going to make an oval for my mouth. And I'm going to put some lines in my mouth where he has like little speakers in there. I'm going to add some small straight lines in my arms as well to show where his arms might be bending. So just small straight lines, just like that down one arm. Then I'll go over and do the other arm. It's kind of connecting those 2 parallel lines we drew, just like that. Now inside of his body, I want some details. He might need a little screen to show us what's going on or what he's saying or what data he's processing. Maybe even a touch screen so we can tell him what to do. So I'm going to make a rectangle here, right in the middle. So I made a rectangle right in the middle of my robot, 2 lines down, 2 lines across. I'm going to give him some buttons too. I'm going to use circles. I'm going to use a small circle and another small circle. And I'm going to make a square button. It's going to be a bigger one. Right beside it. 1 line down, 1 line over, 1 line down, 1 line over. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. 2 circles at the edge. 1, 2, and then a square again. So I'll do 1 line down, 1 line over, 1 line down, 1 line over to close it up. So now he's got lots of shapes there on him that are making the front of my robot. I want to add a couple lines in my wheels here so it kind of looks like they have some grip when they roll. So I'm going to do some straight lines right across my wheels, just a couple. 1, 2, 3, 4 straight lines. And I'll do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4 straight lines. So now he can roll around a little bit more. And of course you can add any kind of details you want to your robot. If you want words up here in the box, you can add that. If you want his name or her name in there, you could do that. And you can add color. Robots can be any colors that you want. Lots of times I think of them as just gray or silver, but they could be any kind of colors that you want. So go ahead and color in your robot. And now that I finished drawing, I went ahead and colored mine in. I just used 3 colors to make them a very simple color scheme. And remember, your robot can be totally different. So you can always use different robot pieces, different heads, bodies, arms, legs, to make your own robots and add anything that you want to them to create your finished robot.